We're sitting here in Kerem B'Yavne, learning Parshas Ki Tetze, which speaks about a kerem. Ki Tetze bekerem re'echa, ve'achalta anavim kenafshecha sav'echa, ve'el kel yecha lo titeh. When you go to your friend's vineyard and you're eating and you eat grapes as much as you wish to satiate yourself, you shouldn't put in your container. Now, the seeming pshat of the pasuk is just talking about any individual. It doesn't specify who it's referring to. But Rashi points out it must be talking about a worker, because it's forbidden for another person to just walk into someone else's vineyard and start picking grapes. And furthermore, it says at the end of the pasuk, in your utensil you shouldn't place, but that implies you are placing in someone else's utensil. Otherwise it would be stealing. So Chazal make a drasha, which Rashi and the Rambam bring, it's referring to a worker. So when a worker is picking grapes, as a worker in someone else's vineyard, and he's placing them in the container of the owner, he's allowed to take for himself as well. We're learning here a ben adam lachavera, that a person who owns the vineyard should be kind to his employees. They have rights, or in the Torah's perspective, the owner of the vineyard has obligation towards them that they shouldn't be suffering while they're working. Chazal tell us though, this is only talking about the specific time when the grapes are ready and they're harvesting. As Rashi writes, b'shat habatzir, at the time when you're harvesting. Because Rav Hirsch writes, the goal behind the Torah's mitzvah is to teach us a sensitivity of humility. Humility at the moment when we're gathering in all of our harvest. It's a time when, like the Bikurim, we have to remember Hashem, where we came from. But from this pasuk we learn you have to remember others. The whole purpose of Hashem giving us bounty is for us to use that bounty to give unto others. Like Rav Yisrael Salanta famously said, someone else's gashmius is my ruchnius. My taking care of someone else in a physical way, even though it's only physical matters, but that's avodat Hashem that I should be concerned about. And I want to conclude with one beautiful mashal that Rav Zvi Davidson writes in the book Kerem Tzvi on this pasuk. There was a beautiful orchard in India, and the rule of the orchard was that anyone could come in and take freely. And an European individual came in, and he was filling himself up, perhaps beyond savecha, maybe achilat gasa. He was eating and eating and eating. And he passed by in the orchard a very weak individual lying on the floor who couldn't even reach up and pick the fruits from the tree. And the poor individual lying on the floor says to him, please help me, can you give me some fruits, or at least lower the branch so I can pick myself? But the European individual was so focused on his own, he just took for himself and ignored the poor individual on the floor. He had a few bags with him and he was filling them up with all the fruits, and he came to exit. And on his way out, the guard at the gate showed him the sign that said, you're allowed to eat as much as you wish when you enter the orchard, but you can't take anything out with you. At that moment he said, oh, what have I done? I could have helped that other individual with what I anyway picked. And now I'm not going to benefit from it, and nor is he. It's only a loss. Rav Ferber writes that when the Torah says, Ki tavo bekerem re'echa, it's a halacha and it's a remez. The kerem that it's referring to here is olam hazeh. And re'echa is referring to Hashem. As the pasuk says, re'acha ve're'a avicha al ta'azov. We refer to Hashem as our re'ah, as our beloved. So here's the remez of the pasuk. When you come into this world, this orchard, this vineyard that Hashem has planted, va'achalta anavim kenafshecha savecha, Hashem has given you bounty. He's benefiting us. To benefit from the world as much as we need to have strength for avodat Hashem, so that we have the strength to serve Hashem. But if you have a mindset that I'm here just to gather in, to increase my wealth, ve'el kel yecha lo titein, but all the benefit that Hashem gives you, He's only giving you in order for you to give unto others. He's giving you money, He's giving you food, He's giving you wealth for you to use it in this world, for you to benefit others. But you're not going to take it with you to the next world. So this pasuk is a remez. When we come into this world, we should see our purpose in coming to this world is for benefiting others. We should see that all the bounty that HaKadosh Baruch Hu has given us was in order to benefit others. And then we're emulating Hashem. In the same way as Hashem has given everything to us as a matnat chinam, as a gift for us to benefit from, we should be emulating Hashem. And we see that everything that we have is for us to give unto others, to benefit others. And that's the remez of the pasuk. As well as teaching us humility to remember that it's from Hashem, we also learn the principle that it shouldn't be kept for us. It should be given unto others. Ki tavo b'kerem re'echa, when you come to the vineyard of your beloved of Hashem, ve'achalta anavim kenafshecha sevecha, eat all you need because you need it for avodat Hashem. Ve'el kel yecha lo titein, but don't place it in your containers. Don't think you're going to take it with you to the next world and just store it. Our purpose in coming to this world is for benefiting others. That's what Hashem does with us, and us emulating Him is what we're going to do for others. Have a wonderful Shabbos.